Welcome back. So the other day when we were down in Escalante, we needed a few things out of the first aid kit, and as we went through it, I was like, holy cow, we need to get something a little bit more specific to what we do. Our first aid kit is just a bunch of randomness thrown together. So let's check it out.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distraction.
Here we have the first aid kit Kara put together. It has a bunch of just random stuff. I mean, just all sorts. I mean, even like toothpaste. Some good things. Anti-itch stuff. Ace bandage. Glow sticks. It's just a lot of randomness. And we decided it might be better to get one that's more specific to what we do. Because our kit didn't have everything we wanted in our nice Tupperware here, we contacted a local company, Sophos Survival, and our buddy there, Isaiah, said, yeah, he could come up with whatever kit we needed. I told him that I wanted it RV specific, also that I could take it on my side-by-side, or on road trips, or just for all sorts of different things. And he said, give me a few days to think about it and think what it would need to go into it. And just a few minutes ago he called and said, hey, it's ready, come on down and pick it up. So let's head on down and see what he came up with.
Isaiah.
What's going on, guys?
Hey,
How are you?
good, how about you?
Way good.
This is Isaiah's store, Sophos Survival. He has all sorts of great gear. You might want to check him out online, sophossurvival.com, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
He has all these first aid kits for different things, but he said, I can create an RV or ATV or side-by-side specific kit without a problem. So that's what he's done for us. He has created this cool little kit. Here's Isaiah here.
How's it going, guys?
And coming in this nice hard case. Do you want to tell us about it, Isaiah?
Yeah, so one of the things that I thought was important with, to say you want to throw this on your side-by-side or in your RV, your truck, whatever, I wanted something really durable. It's so this case is, it's not, I don't, you could run over it with a truck and probably break it, but it's impact resistant, it's dust proof, it's waterproof, and I wanted it to just be nice and solid. You can bang it around and, it's going to withstand whatever you throw at it. And so, you ready? You want to just go through it?
Yeah, let's just dive right into this.
All right. So, so you've got your first aid and survival guide, and you've got this really sweet SOG fixed blade knife. This is a basic all-around survival knife. It comes with a really cool molded sheath. And this is your high-strength pressure bandage. So you can use it, say you get a cut or you're, some kind of a major wound, you can use this to apply pressure. You can also use it as a tourniquet, just wrap it really tight. This is the Sawyer water filter mini, and this is just the craziest cool little water filter. So it'll filter 100,000 gallons, and it removes 99.999 something percent of all bacteria and protozoa, microplastics, all that stuff. And so what you can do is you can screw it right onto a spigot or a water bottle. It comes with a little collapsible bottle and a straw, so you can configure this thing a whole bunch of different ways. You've got, so if you need to filter water and you find a water source, you can filter all the water you want. I've also got some already pre-packaged emergency drinking water pouches. So you got 10 pouches and they're 4.2 ounces a piece. As far as other survival stuff, I've got these emergency food rations as well. So that's 3,600 calories worth of food. And you've got this fire starter There's a ferrocerium rod in there, as well as these little cotton balls. So you just tear off a piece of that, fluff it up. You got your tinder bundle, and that starts fires really, really well. And that's the survival gear. And then as far as the first aid stuff, so you've got these 2 bottles, these 1 ounce bottles of eye wash, and you can also use them as wound wash as well. This baggie it's got all your ointments in there. So you've got burn treatment, you've got pain relieving gel, petrolatum, antibiotic cream, just all kinds of, there's lip balm, there's sunscreen, pain relieving gel, all that kind of stuff. So one of the things I wanted to build it kind of modular so that it's just really organized. You've got your medications in one bag, you've got your ointments in one bag, you've got your bleeding stuff, your Band-Aids, and your gauze pads. They're all in their own little container. So it's nice and organized. Maybe it's just my OCD. I really like it organized like this. But yeah, so you've got tons. One of the things that I discovered, or at least my experience with first aid kits, is there's usually not enough of the things that you use all the time, and too much of the stuff that you don't know how to use, or you probably will never use. So I loaded it heavy on the stuff that you go through a lot. So for instance, all your medications, there's like 10 packs of ibuprofen in there, because that's probably the first thing that you're going to use, right? Extra strength Tylenol, there's Benadryl, there's cramp tabs, there's Pepto-Bismol, there's cold relief, there's antacids, there's all kinds of stuff in there. Band-Aids, there's extra Band-Aids. I put a ton of those in there, various different sizes. Liquid skin, that's like medical grade super glue. Blister tape, these are secure strips, so in case you fall down, you split your elbow open, you need to close that back up. You can use those. 3 pairs of gloves, Splinter Kit, there's a couple of disposable scalpels. Tons of gauze. So this is a quick clot gauze, and it will help clot your whatever wound it is. You can stuff it inside a wound, or you can wrap it. And there's a roll gauze, and like 30 other gauze pads in there. Here's all your tapes. You've got several different types of tapes and wraps, and a pair of EMT shears. A couple of survival emergency rescue blankets. They're like the Mylar emergency blankets. 2 CPR shields, triangular bandage. So that's the one you use. So like if you need to create a splint, you wrap it around, or a sling, I mean. Here's all your wipes. So you've got your cleansing towelettes and iodine pads and sting and bite relief pads, stuff like that in there. You've got an instant cold pack and a hot pack. This splint is really cool. So it's got an aluminum core in it, and if you say you need to splint up an ankle or an arm, you can mold it, bend it around whatever it is you're splinting, and then take one of those bandages, wrap it tight, and you've got your splint. And then this is a multi-trauma dressing, so it's just basically a big gauze blanket to soak up whatever you need to soak up, or keep a wound clean. So.
And that'll fit in there.
And that fit, yeah.
I mean, it's only what, 15 by 12?
Yeah, less than that. It's about 10 by 14 or so.
10 by 14. I was way off.
So.
I would have never guessed that this will all fit back in there, but Isaiah says it will. We'll see.
It will. You got to have some Tetris skills, but it will fit.
Not only can you get all your first aid supplies from Isaiah, he does all sorts of other products, lots of food storage, just emergency preparedness, packs, pads. I need a snag. He has all these other first aid kits that are already pre-assembled here. He even has some for trail runners or hikers, like this. I need to snag some of those for next time I biff it on the trail. If you're a trail runner, you've caught your toe on a stump before, so, or a root, or rolled an ankle, or any of that sort of stuff. So it'd be awesome to have one of these trail running kits. He said it would fit. I didn't believe him, but it fit.
It fits.
All nice and stored up. Throw it on your side-by-side, in your trailer, in your boat, everything. Make sure you check him out at sophossurvival.com or swing by his store here in Spanish Fork.
wanted to give a big thank you to Sophos Survival and Isaiah for putting together our first aid kit. It is not just a first aid kit, it is an adventure kit. So whatever occasion we may be in, we will be prepared.
Yeah, we've already hauled it in the side-by-side 200 plus miles, and yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's a little bit better than our old kit that just...
Well, I did okay, but, you know, there's a lot of randomness in here.
Which we're going to put maybe a few of those random things in here, but if you are interested in first aid kits like this, or smaller versions, or more truck versions, or vehicle, like with jumper cables, more hiking adventure style, he can hook you up with whatever it is you need. They have everything there. So
Yeah.
feel free to give them a call. Contact them down below, sophossurvival.com. And remember, like, subscribe, all those sort of things. It really helps us out. Comment below if you have a first aid kit and some of the things that you have found that you really, really have either needed or think you'll need to have in it.
Thanks you guys for catching this video, and enjoy your weekend.